The chair now recognizes the gentleman from the Mariana Islands, Mr. Sablan, for 5 minutes.
Right. Thank you again, Madam Chair. See, I'm trying to, I have 3 sets of questions here, but Secretary Mori, let's continue our conversation, if I may. The United States.
Mr. Sablan, we have dismissed the first panel. So if you could please direct your questions to the second panel of witnesses.
Right. Okay, so I saw
Thank
Mr. Murray appear and then he disappeared. So let me go up to the Republic of the Marshall Islands Foreign Minister, the Honorable Nemra. Did I say that right, Minister Nemra? Okay, thank you. Minister Nemra, the negotiations for the compact between the Republic of the Marshall Islands, just as well as for the Federated States of Micronesia, were announced more than 2 years ago. Has there been any agreement reached on any issue between the Republic, your government, and the United States?
No.
Would you know if the state and interior teams are willing to discuss an agenda for the talks?
We would hope so. We like to, broaden the agenda and bring issue we recognize as importance, including the nuclear legacy. And at the moment, it's not yet on the table as far as I'm aware of.
Right. So, because I understand, sir, that your government requested the United States to discuss the scope and agenda for the compact negotiations. And so, would you know if the state and interior teams insist on a limited agenda that excluded the nuclear testing and waste issue?
Yeah, it's an issue that it's not being formally agreed by both parties that we discussed, whether for lack of authority or suppose not interested in bringing that issue. But for us, it's very critical and important that we bring the issue to light and have an opportunity to talk and discuss how we can move forward.
Right, and because with all due respect, the former Assistant Secretary for Insular Affairs was negotiating, and I think a former ambassador to the Marshall Islands was allowed where the negotiating team, the state and interior teams, and like you say, probably lacked the authority, and so. But are you aware of the U.S. confidentiality proposal from the U.S. last year that would have prevented the Republic of the Marshall Islands from talking to Congress or talking to the 2 other freely associated states, the Federated States of Micronesia and Palau, these 2 other nations? Are you aware of that, sir?
Yes, I'm very aware of that, and we reject it in its entirety.
Thank you. And my final question for you, Minister, are there active negotiations underway?
Not at the moment.
Are there already plans for when talks will start, at least to set up an agenda?
We hope to set those soon, but no definite date yet.
But is the Republic of the Marshall ready and willing to start negotiations, sir?
Yes.
Madam Chair, I yield back.
Very much. The chair now recognizes the representative.
Can I just say an observation here, 20 seconds, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just today's hearing, I see the 2 difference of how urgent our 3 witnesses on this panel, how urgent and serious they are about negotiating the compact, and how our earlier panels seem to have take this on in a rather, maybe not intentionally, but maybe for the lack of authority, just do not take this matter as serious as these three former Trust Territory citizens are. I am a former Trust Territory citizen myself. And just that difference, we need to address this because eventually this is going to go the way of the last Republic of Palau Compact, where it took Congress 8 years to approve. Madam Chair, I'm willing to work with you, whatever it takes to get this negotiation moving for these people we need. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Mr. Gozar, if you wish to make